Hi there, Dave with Crandall Office, and we know that one of the most important parts of your buying process of building out your remanufactured chair is choosing the right fabric for you. So we're going through each of our fabrics so you can take a closer look at each one, make sure that you are choosing the right fabric for you and know all the colors and options and specs and all the information that you need to make the right decision. So today we're taking a closer look at our BioKnit fabric, which is really become our standard fabric in the lineup. So without further ado, let's take a closer look. So let's talk a little bit about the specs of the fabric, and we always start with the durability rating because it's the thing that people are most concerned with. And we're proud to say that BioKnit is rated at 250,000 double rubs. A quick reminder, to be rated at commercial grade, you'll need 15,000, and to be considered a heavy duty commercial grade, it's 30,000. So we are obviously much higher than that. This is right up there with Guilford & Main's open house fabric at 250,000, and that really sets the standard as a highly durable fabric, which is why we've always used that in the past and why we've switched to this and kept with this because of the durability rating. And so beyond that, this is a 100% polyester fabric. It is all made of 100% post-consumer polyester, so it's a recycled fabric, and it also uses that biocatalyst additive inside, so that at the end of its life, we always prefer things to get recycled, but if for whatever reason it doesn't, in a landfill type environment, it will be able to be biodegradable in that environment, which again is a fail-safe, but we love having that as part of the story, making sure that we're doing what we can on that side of things. Beyond that, the cleaning code is WS, which means it's water and solvent based cleaning. It also is bleach cleanable, so there's a lot of different cleaning options for this specific fabric. The other thing we want to note is that it is a knitted fabric, and so we've talked a little bit in the past about the difference between woven and knitted. Knitted is knitted like a sweater. It's actually knitted onto a machine. It makes the fabric's a little bit softer, more breathable, that kind of thing. We'll be going over a little bit more of those characteristics later. One of our favorite parts about this is that the yarn is made in the USA. It is knitted right here in Michigan, so it is a 100% USA made product, which we always love. All right, so let's talk through a couple of the look and feel characteristics that you can expect out of BioKnit. So first and foremost, it's got a really soft hand feel, especially when it's on a brand new foam seat pad. It really is noticeably softer than something like an open house onyx or any kind of woven fabric. That knitted kind of construction really lends itself to that soft hand feel, and I think this one kind of leads the pack. This, along with BioKnit Diamond, I would say are the two softest in our lineup. And so it's really high up there on the softness scale. The breathability of it, so as you can see, if I hold this up, you can kind of see through it a little bit. Again, due to the knitted construction, it's got a lot of breathability to it. It's going to be much more breathable than any kind of woven fabrics that we see. And so as far as a standard fabric, it's going to be right at the top of the breathability. Not as breathable as something like a 3D BioKnit, and we'll do some more direct comparisons between some of these other fabrics in other videos. But know that the BioKnit is going to be a very breathable fabric. And as you saw earlier, the other characteristic that you can expect out of BioKnit is the stretchiness. So you can see how much I can stretch this fabric. It's got a lot of stretch built in. Again, a lot of this comes from the knitted construction, but what you're going to notice because of that is just how it feels on the chair. It's really going to move with you. It's not going to resist movement, and it really does change how the fabric and the chair feels, especially when you're talking about putting it over a brand new foam seat pad. It really allows for that new foam to compress and really work with you. It really changes how the chair feels compared to a woven fabric, which is why BioKnit has really become our go-to standard. All right, so let's take a quick second to talk a little bit about colors. We've got 12 different colors available in the BioKnit line. We released this fabric almost 3 years ago, and we had really great response about it over that time frame. During that time frame, we've also introduced a couple of new colors and removed a couple of colors that just weren't really selling. And again, we're always listening to that kind of feedback. So if you have any color suggestions or anything that you'd like to see that's not currently in the lineup, please let us know. We're always open to looking at that kind of thing. And so 12 colors available currently, always open to suggestions there. All right, from a look standpoint, so what you can expect on the chair, the look of the fabric, especially when you're standing at about the distance I am from the chair right now, which is a few feet, you can see some distinct kind of lines that are developed from the knitted construction, and it also kind of has a dotted kind of look to it, especially as you get closer. And again, we're going to show you some close-ups of why it kind of looks that way. It's due to that knitted construction. It has, it gives it a lot of dimension, a little bit more depth than something like a woven fabric that's going to have a little bit more of a flatter look. Not as much as something like a 3D, or certainly not like the diamond that we'll talk about in a different video, but really gives a good dimension, a good look to the chair that's not so static. All right, so let's talk through a little bit about my personal opinion on this fabric. And if you've ever talked to me before, you know I love BioKnit. We released it almost about 3 years ago now. Have had great feedback from it, but even before that, we knew we loved this fabric when it was put in front of us and we helped develop it. It's got that stretch, it's got the feel. We've got lots of good vibrant colors as well as some darker, more neutral colors as well. So we've got a lot of selection there. I love how it feels on the chair. I love how it changes how the chair feels when you're, as far as the actual feel of the seat pad, when you put it over a new foam seat pad, it just changes how that feels. I really, really like this fabric. I think it looks nice on the chair. I think it feels even better. It's become our standard because of how we all feel about this and the feedback we've received over those years. It's a great go-to fabric, and I absolutely love it. Thanks for taking the time to take a closer look at our BioKnit fabric with me. If you found this video helpful, please click the like and subscribe buttons below. It really helps us out. If you've got any questions at all about this fabric, need fabric samples, need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at our website, crandalloffice.com, our Facebook page, or anywhere else you can reach us. We're always here to help. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.